What's up everyone, it's Adam from Lifeguards. I'm Tam back with a brand new lifeguarding tip video, and in today's video I'm going to be going over mistakes that lifeguards make at their job, at their summer job, that can really affect your experience, because I want the best for all of you to get paid, have a great summer, and just be the best lifeguard possible. So if you avoid these things, you'll be completely fine. Now before I dive into this, if you guys are new to the channel, I make a bunch of lifeguarding content about how to pass the course, how to pass the swimming pre-test at the beginning of the course, basically everything you need to know about becoming and being a successful lifeguard. So definitely consider subscribing and liking the video if you're new to the channel. Also, if you're interested in taking the course for the first time, I have a link down below in the description. I basically made a training course on Teachable that will walk you through all the swimming ability and all the tests that you'll need to do in order to get your lifeguard certification. So I highly recommend you check that out so you can pass on your first try. Now back to the video, the first mistake that people make is that they under communicate. And this can be because like you're shy, maybe you're on the younger end, you're in high school and you're working with people you don't know. But the really good mentality to have is that you're all trying to accomplish the same thing. All of your lifeguards, everyone on your team, you're trying to accomplish the same thing. You're trying to make sure that the pool is safe. You're trying to have a great working experience. You're trying to get paid. You're just working a summer job, but you have the same goal in mind, is ensuring safety for everyone that is swimming. So that's a really good excuse to talk to someone. You sound like you're like walking down the street and you like go up to someone and say, hey. It's not that kind of like a disconnect. Everyone's trying to accomplish the same thing. So being part of a team is a really easy way and a really good excuse early on to kind of bounce ideas off each other, communicate, and make sure you're on the same page. And I guarantee you, if you're on the same page and you're talking and you're communicating more, rescues are going to be easier because you'll know who's doing what. Just the dynamic around the pool is going to be better because you can ask questions and you can comment on things that are going on, so you can make sure you're both seeing things. And you can also build like a friendly relationship with your lifeguard friends, so that it just makes work more enjoyable. Now, another mistake that people make is being on their phone when lifeguarding. Now, this is terrible because once you're caught on your phone, all of your trust is like completely broken. If your supervisor catches you on your phone, then the rest of your summer is gonna be miserable because they're not gonna trust you. They're gonna constantly be trying to look out for you and peek around the window or a corner and try to catch you doing it again. So the best thing I can tell you guys is just don't be on your phone. Have a watch, so like get like a waterproof watch so you can check the time then, because even if you check the time on your phone and it's like at the wrong like moment, it's a really bad look and you just break all of your trust, and your lifeguard experience is going to be really bad, and you're going to be like worried about people looking over your shoulder. So I highly recommend you just do not have your phone on you. Just have a watch and leave your phone upstairs or wherever your office is, in a bag, or wherever the lifeguards hang out. Just leave it and put it away and shut it off. Now, another mistake lifeguards make is that they underestimate the sun. It is way more effective to put more sunscreen on than you really need at the beginning than less, because you want to ease yourself into the season. Let's say you're just starting a summer job and it's like the first time you're like in the sun for like an excessive amount of time. You'd rather have more sunscreen on you and still be a little pale and not get a tan, versus not putting enough on and absolutely getting cooked, because it's very uncomfortable to be itchy and peeling and red and be forced to like stay on the standing guard, versus someone who like is under tan but like is easing into it, and then their skin's getting used to the heat and getting used to the light and the exposure. So number one tip I can say is just to don't underestimate the sun. Put more sunscreen on, ease into it, and once your body's used to it, then you can put less and less and less. It depends on your body type, but for me, like having like an Italian family, I have Mediterranean skin, so I tan pretty easily. I still put a lot of sunscreen on at the beginning of the season to ensure that I'm easing into it and I'm not going on too strong with like no sunscreen. Now, another mistake that lifeguards make is that they're late to rotations. This is a number one pet peeve. This is like how to get on everyone's bad side, like all of your coworkers. If you're late to rotations and you're not relieving them when it's time for them to be on break, and you're not the stand when you're supposed to be, then it's a chain reaction, because you're cutting into their break, they're still watching the pool, and you're late. That's like a really easy way to get on people's bad side. So I recommend being on time, being even like a minute early, or just hanging out next to that person with like the final minutes, so that when the time strikes, you can change, their friend can go on break, you can go on break, you can get off, because you don't want someone leaving you on the chair and being late and like walking in later with like a cup of coffee and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I was in traffic. Like, no one likes that person that's late to rotations and is late for their shifts, because it affects everybody, it affects the whole rotation. So I highly recommend, like I said earlier, get a watch, be on top of things, be time oriented, because you want to be in sync with everyone to have a really good relationship with everyone. Now, bonus tip, when it comes to things that you wear while on duty, you could have a hoodie on, you can have sweatpants, it depends on the setting, but if it's in the summer, most likely you'll just have like a bathing suit and like some shorts. Wear things that you don't mind getting wet. because sometimes you're just gonna have to jump in and make a save. It might be super spontaneous and out of the blue, or maybe someone does a cannonball right next to you and gets water all over you. Like, wear things that you don't really care about if they get wet, because the worst thing is like you have a really nice pair of shorts on, a really nice pair of like sunglasses, and you jump in to make a save and they get scraped up and they get soaked and they get ruined. You don't have to worry about like, oh, I gotta take this off, and leave the victim in the pool like waiting for your help. Like, that's the worst thing you can do. So I highly recommend wear things that you don't care about. Don't give your sunglasses to young kids because they'll scrape them, they'll bend them. I've learned that from past experiences when I taught swim lessons. I'll leave my sunglasses out and they would get stepped on and they get bent. So wear things that you don't necessarily care about to get ruined. That's like a mistake a lot of lifeguards make when they start out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Definitely like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.